Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone had a restful weekend. Hope it was as restful as mine. I had a very good weekend, actually, very productive weekend. Just wanted to remind everyone to take care of your health this week. Stay relaxed, stay calm. Get yourself some BiomedRx Optimum Daily Formula, which is a good stress relieving vitamin because it has 100% of the daily recommended allowance of vitamins and minerals. And it's a very good combination for people who live stressful lifestyles. But that's not what I really wanted to talk about. What I really want to talk about is BiomedRx Gold Label CBD Oil. As you can see, you kind of see through the bottle here. It's kind of strange, but it's not supposed to be green. It's gold. It's a gold label. BiomedRx Gold Label CBD is glyphosate-free, gluten-free. It's locally grown here in California. It's organically grown. The CBD oil is extracted from the plant using the CO2 extraction method, which is pretty clean. I think it's the cleanest method of extracting CBD from the plant. And none of our products have any THC, so you don't have to worry about getting high or failing a drug test or anything like that from any BiomedRx CBD product. But they are third-party tested. Actually, we can say third-party and fourth-party tested because we have two different third-party laboratories test our products for quality and purity and, of course, CBD strength. Now, CBD strength is another issue. Only BiomedRx CBD goes all the way up to 10,000 milligrams CBD strength. Most CBD companies' tinctures go up to 1,000 at the most. If you find CBD oil that is bringing you up to 1,000 milligram strength, you're lucky. We start at 1,000 milligram strength and we go up to 10,000 milligram strength. We do not mess around. And BiomedRx CBD is the highest quality CBD oil you can get. And our prices are very competitive. So by all means, visit BiomedRxCBD.com and get yourself some. Okay. Now, in the meantime here, I'll let the sponsor, BiomedRx CBD, tell you a lot better than I can.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
All right, so that's BiomedRx CBD. That's what you want, okay? You want to get yourself some BiomedRx CBD, something you can order online right now at BiomedRxCBD.com, okay? And we will ship it to you immediately. We also have the BiomedRx Happy Formula, which is another mix of cannabinoids. CBG is the active ingredient, cannabigerol. So actually, you know what? I think I can probably get up a video for you. Feel free to call in. You can see the call-in number above. Okay, if you have any questions. We're going to be going live on the other channel also today, BiomedRx TV. Say something in the chat so that I know you're here. Yes, indeed. So we've been doing experimentation with a lot of different cannabinoids. There are 125 plus cannabinoids in the marijuana plant or in the cannabis plant. And we are just now scratching the surface of finding out what each cannabinoid is good for. CBN, for example, is very good for pain, and we're finding that CBG, or cannabigerol, is very good. I think it's good for feeling happy. That's why I call it the happy formula. And it's also good for the articulation of speech. If you have a job or a career that requires you to speak, to do any public speaking, I highly recommend getting some of our happy formula, the BiomedRx happy formula. Talk about it a little bit here. You know, the more we do research with cannabinoids, the more we figure out different combinations of cannabinoids that serve different purposes. Today I'm going to talk about a very special cannabinoid called CBG, also known as cannabigerol. CBG is also known as cannabigerol. It's one of the over 125 different cannabinoids that are found in the cannabis plant. It is not a psychoactive component like THC, but it's also not the same as CBD. It has a special effect on what I would say relaxing you in the areas of thinking that have to do with speech and the articulation of speech. I also think that is something that gives you a special kind of happy feeling. So the formula that we have is called the happy formula. What makes CBG so special? When you consume marijuana or when you consume cannabis, you are actually feeling, when you feel what they call the buzz, you're actually feeling a symphony that is comprised of over 125 cannabinoids, the main psychoactive one being THC, and the main relaxing one being CBD. But what you're experiencing is a complete buzz, right? It's a complete buzz that comes from what we call the entourage effect. It's the work of THC, CBD, and all of the cannabinoids combined. Now, as we experiment with cannabinoids, as we explore this brave frontier of legal marijuana and legal CBD, this gives us an opportunity to experiment with not only with pure cannabinoids like cannabigerol, but also combinations of cannabinoids that would not at all ever occur in nature. I mean, there's really no way that you could blend just CBG, CBD, and CBDV together in this particular combination and these particular strengths from a plant, right? So this is different than what you're getting with the entourage effect that you get from full spectrum or broad spectrum CBD. And this is different than what you get from CBD. I love CBD, and I love BiomedRx Gold Label CBD. If you take BiomedRx Gold Label CBD, you'll find that it is clean, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, homogenized, third-party tested, locally grown, and it's organic. It's very, very good CBD. If you're going to purchase and take CBD at all, of course I recommend BiomedRx CBD. However, this is what we call a dime bottle. This is a 3 milliliter bottle. You can purchase BiomedRx Gold Label CBD in this size bottle for $10. And you can also purchase our Happy Formula, which is made of CBD, CBG, cannabigerol, and CBDV. Now, inside each bottle, you're going to get about 4 of these shots, okay? And it's a delicious peppermint flavor, and it's something that you'd have to try. We call it the Happy Formula. It doesn't give you the yawning kind of tiredness that you get from CBD oil by itself, but it does make you feel happy, and it seems to relax the mind in the specific regions that are associated with the articulation of speech. So if you're a business person or a teacher or an executive or any type of orator, I would recommend trying the Happy Formula. Now, you can find it, of course, online at www.biomedrxcbd.com. And if you can't find it at BiomedRx CBD, I would go to www.cbdcandyman.com, which is another one of our sites. I just wanted to mention this. I just wanted to tell you guys about the Happy Formula and the fact that you can try it for only $10. Very small investment, very little bit of risk, because I'm that sure that you're going to be back to buy larger quantities and stronger doses. So that's all I have to say for this video. Thank you. I want everyone to stay kind, because kind is sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Thank you for watching BiomedRx TV. All right. So there you have it. You can learn a little bit. You just learned a little bit more about our Happy Formula, which is cannabigerol and CBD as well, cannabidiol. By all means, I highly suggest recommend you buy some. You can buy some right now at BiomedRxCBD.com. Okay. You can also buy our BiomedRx Supplements. Okay. We've got Optimum Formula Daily. Okay, this is a very good daily multivitamin, multi-mineral supplement. And we have Optimum Formula Man. All right, specially designed for today's man. Okay, and one of my favorites, Optimum Formula Woman. Okay, it's not one of my favorite supplements because I don't take it. It's for women, but it is one of my favorite commercials that I'm about to show you guys right now.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com. Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Hello, this is Devin Lockett here at the BiomedRx Health Center, and today's video is about cannabidiol, also known as CBD. CBD is one of about 115 cannabinoids that's found in the cannabis plant. Cannabis is a family of plants that includes hemp as well as marijuana. Before we get into CBD, I want to talk about marijuana because since 2018, medical marijuana has been made legal in many states, especially here in California, which is where the BiomedRx Health Center is located. Now, we do not sell marijuana products, but we do sell CBD oil. Marijuana is also known as weed, pot, smoke, dope, 420, herb, Mary Jane, dank, bud, ganja, pakalolo. It goes by many names. And medical marijuana does have its uses and its benefits. But right now, we're just going to focus on CBD. You know, the first federal law about the cannabis plant was actually pro-cannabis. It was a law during World War I that was encouraging farmers to grow hemp, because the fiber from the hemp was being used for military tents and ropes and a lot of products that we needed to fight the war. The difference between marijuana and hemp is the quantity of THC, also known as tetrahydrocannabinol. THC is the psychoactive component of marijuana. In other words, it's the part that gets you high. However, cannabidiol, or CBD, is not psychoactive. It does have very pleasing effects on calming your nerves and relaxation, relief from stress, anxiety, and depression, as well as pain, calming hyperactivity, and OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder. Another important cannabinol is CBG, also known as cannabigerol. And we're going to be discussing that in future videos. Now, as always, before I get into the claims about CBD, I have to stress that I am not a doctor, and nothing that you see or hear on BiomedRx TV should be construed as medical advice in any form. I'm only providing you anecdotal information based on reviews from clients of the BiomedRx Health Center and clients of BiomedRx Gold Label CBD Oil. Like I said before, my clients have given me positive reviews of our CBD products for anxiety, stress, depression, bruxism, teeth grinding, insomnia, loss of appetite, and pain, such as muscular pain, arthritis pain, pain from surgery, and pain from cancer. Now, before we get too far into the effects of CBD, let me talk a little bit about dysregulation of the neocortex. The neocortex is the part of your brain that is on the outside. It's when you see a picture of the brain, it's the wrinkly part on the outside of the brain. That's called the neocortex because it was the last part of the brain to evolve. It's the new cortex. It is believed that in the neocortex is where all of your thinking and cognitive processing takes place. Now, the reason I'm mentioning the neocortex is because We collect what is called dysregulation in the neocortex, little kinks. The nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord and all of the nerves throughout your body are comprised of neurons. Neurons are also known as nerves, called nerves. Now, whenever you have a traumatic event or intense emotion, boredom, which is just another form of ADD or ADHD, trauma, like if you go to war, or if you open a very high electric bill or utility bill, this causes dysregulation in the neocortex. Sometimes people literally do work on your nerves. Well, when this occurs, the neocortex has some difficulty in reaching an alpha state. We're going to talk about the brainwave states, brainwave frequency states also in a minute here. In regards to the accumulation of dysregulation in the neocortex, it isn't just for soldiers and Marines when they go off to war. If you're a regular person, anyone, we all accumulate dysregulation in the neocortex just as an effect of living life. Now back to the neocortex. Thoughts or brainwave activity occurs in different frequency bands. And the predominant frequency band happening in your brain at a particular time is directly related to your level of cortical arousal or excitement. For example, we have the delta band, which is 0 to 4 hertz, and we experience delta while we're asleep. That's when we're in deep sleep. Above delta is the theta band, which is about 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 hertz. And in theta, that is the state that you're in when you're a child. And it's also the state that you're in when you're under hypnosis. It's also the state that you're in when you're in rapid eye movement sleep or light sleep, right? When you first fall asleep and right before you wake up. This is the frequency band where you come into contact with your subconscious mind, your creative zone, and any repressed memories or repressed emotions you may be holding. Above the theta band is the alpha band, which is pretty much where you are most of the time, or where you should be most of the time, relaxed and awake. And that's from about 8 hertz to around 12 hertz. Most of us would like to be, at most times, in the alpha wave frequency band, or what we call the happy zone of frequency, which is just being relaxed and awake and basically happy. Next, as we go higher on the frequency scale, is the beta frequency band. The beta band is between 13 to about 20 or 21 hertz. Beta is the state that you're in predominantly when you're attentively listening or learning something. Above beta is high beta. High beta takes you from about 21 hertz to 25 hertz. And that's the state that you're in predominantly if you're focusing or trying to solve a math problem, or if you're driving a car, for example. After a considerable amount of time in high beta, a lot of people find it a little difficult to calm down and to return to an alpha state, especially if you have a severely dysregulated neocortex. Now, certain substances such as marijuana and alcohol are an easy way to instantly reach an alpha state after being stressed out, or after, at work or driving or whatever the case may be. However, the therapies that we offer here at the BiomedRx Health Center are designed to help you reach a state of alpha naturally, to return the brain to its normal balance. So before I get into the immediate effects of CBD, I have to tell you about the effects of training the brain using neurofeedback, audiovisual brain entrainment, and cranial electrotherapy stimulation, which are the therapies that we offer here at the BiomedRx Health Center. Many of our clients come to us and they sign up for treatment. Our treatment is sold in blocks of 20 sessions minimum, and they are able to train their brain with repetitive sessions of neurofeedback, audiovisual entrainment, and cranial electrotherapy stimulation. Like I said, a minimum of 20 sessions in close interval. And that's usually able to help the brain restore itself to its natural balance. For people who don't have the time or the resources to invest in the lengthy training protocols that we have here, CBD is actually a good choice for getting back into that alpha state much more quickly. Now, back to cannabinoids. We have different types of cannabinoids. We have endogenous cannabinoids, which are produced by the body. The body does have its own CB receptors, CB1 as well as CB2 receptors, and there are endogenous cannabinoids that are inside the body. This is why the body responds so well to smoking weed, for example, or to receiving THC or CBD, because these are substances that the body already has a system for producing and for receiving or processing. Next, there are phytocannabinoids. Phytocannabinoids are cannabinoids that are produced by plants, right? So that's what you find in the marijuana plant, in the hemp plant, in all of the different strains of the cannabis plant. And also there are laboratory generated cannabinoids such as the prescription drug Marinol and the street drug that they call Spice, which I don't recommend under any circumstances. Now, when it comes to CBD products that are composed of phytocannabinoids that are extracted from hemp plants, that brings us back to BiomedRx Gold Label CBD. Now, why Gold Label, right? Why is it Gold Label quality? Because our CBD oil is third-party tested for purity and to guarantee the absence of glyphosates, heavy metals, and any pesticides. That means it is certified organic, no fertilizers were used in the growing of our hemp, and the CBD oil is extracted using CO2 extraction, which is the preferred method. All of the laboratory results of our product testing can be found at the BiomedRx Health Center. The types of CBD oil that you can find are full spectrum. Full spectrum is basically just taking the raw THC plant and squeezing it. You're extracting everything out of the plant, all of the cannabinoids and terpenes, including whatever amount of THC is in the plant. Now, if you're dealing with a hemp plant, the THC is going to be 0.3% or lower. We don't have full spectrum here at the BiomedRx Health Center. We have what is called broad spectrum. Broad spectrum is a full spectrum product that the THC has been completely removed from. So you don't have to worry about failing a drug test if you take any of our products. In addition to the broad spectrum, we also sell isolate CBD. When you get to the higher CBD percentages, such as 1,500 milligram strength or 2,000 strength, 5,000 or even 10,000 strength, they're all isolates, which means it's pure CBD oil and no other cannabinoids or terpenes included. Now remember, BiomedRx CBD can only be purchased in person at the BiomedRx Health Center. Every client who buys a bottle of BiomedRx CBD oil gets a free bottle of DMSO or dimethyl sulfoxide. DMSO is a very good catalyst. It is a natural solvent found in trees and is a very good catalyst for carrying CBD oil into the bloodstream transcutaneously, meaning through the skin. CBD oil and DMSO combined are a great combination for pain relief and for people who just don't like taking CBD oil orally. You can take it quite effectively through the skin. DMSO is also good as a pain reliever and a relaxant. It has a lot of benefits. I made another video about DMSO. You can find it by clicking right here. Well, that's all I have to say about CBD oil. If you would like to find out more, give us a call here at the BiomedRx Health Center or email us at info@biomedrx.tv. And if you like this video, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. And if you'd like to provide us some financial support for making these great videos, please become a patron on our Patreon page at patreon.com/BiomedRx TV. And as always, I would like everyone to stay kind, because kind is the new sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Thank you for watching BiomedRx TV.
Hello, this is Devin Lockett, once again here at the BiomedRx Health Center. And today we're going to be discussing two of my favorite substances, CBD oil combined with dimethyl sulfoxide, or DMSO. Okay, now, if you look back through our videos, you'll find that I did a video previously about DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, and you can find that by clicking right here. DMSO has a lot of different uses. It is a solvent that was discovered in Russia during the production of wood pulp. It is a super solvent. It will carry anything through the skin into the body, into the bloodstream, and also across the blood-brain barrier. DMSO is very good. It's been known as a wonder drug since the 1960s or 70s or even before then, and it can heal pain. It can help you with pain relief. It can help heal burns. It can help heal muscular and joint injuries. It's very good. It's good for a lot of things. But one of the most significant aspects of DMSO is that whatever it binds to, it will carry into the bloodstream. It'll carry across the blood-brain barrier, and it'll carry across the skin into the bloodstream. In fact, if you rub this on your skin, it won't be very long until you can actually taste it in your mouth. You can take DMSO by itself for pain relief, also to relieve anxiety, stress, and depression. It numbs I guess you could say it neutralizes the pain receptors, the nerves that have to do with pain. It's very good to take maybe a few drops of DMSO in a cup of water right before you go to work out, right before you go work out at the gym, because you can definitely get a really good workout and not feel as much pain, right? Not feel as much muscular pain. Now, CBD, cannabidiol. Cannabidiol is one of 115 cannabinoids that are available in the marijuana or the hemp plant, in the cannabis plant. CBD is not the part of marijuana that gets you high. It is not the psychoactive component in marijuana, but it does have all of the other, or most of the other good effects of smoking marijuana. It's very relaxing. It helps your brain to reach an alpha state much more easily. It is very good for fighting anxiety, stress, depression, pain. Some people use it actually to fight cancer or certain types of cancers. I did another video on CBD oil, and you can find that if you click right here as well. So I don't want to waste too much time explaining about either DMSO or CBD oil, because you can see the information in the previous videos. But what I want to discuss here is combining DMSO with CBD oil. DMSO is a great catalyst for carrying CBD oil into the body and into the bloodstream if you don't want to take it orally. Now, the BiomedRx brand of CBD oil is ultra pure. It has no glyphosates. It was grown with it comes from hemp plants that were grown without the use of fertilizers and glyphosate. So it is extracted in a very pure manner. So I would recommend getting some BiomedRx CBD oil, of course, if you're going to take CBD oil. Now, if you're going to administer CBD with DMSO, I've got a couple of suggestions. The flavor of DMSO is very, very strong. It's like a very strong garlic flavor. So even though BiomedRx CBD is flavored, the flavor of the DMSO is going to overpower the flavor of the CBD oil. No problem. Okay. Most of the time, if you're going to take DMSO by itself, I would suggest diluting it in a cup of water, 8 ounces, 10 ounces of water, and then drinking it that way. And you'll find a pretty instant relaxation overcoming your body within a couple of minutes. Okay, so here we have some DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, and I'm going to add just a little bit of BiomedRx CBD oil, because BiomedRx CBD oil is very powerful. Okay, so you just add a little CBD to the DMSO. All right, swirl it around, let it mix. Okay, you'll find that by adding DMSO to CBD oil, that you're going to really amplify the effects of the CBD oil. Okay, you're going to really help the CBD oil penetrate more deeply into the body and find the CB1 and CB2 receptors that we all have throughout our bodies. But if you really want to get the most out of your CBD oil, okay, then I highly recommend that you add a little bit of DMSO. Now that we have a DMSO CBD oil mix, if I had a physical pain, for example, I'm going to imagine I have a wrist pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, for example, right? Take a little bit of the mixture and you just mix it topically. So even though I'm applying it topically, okay, to my imaginary wrist strain, I will be tasting this in my mouth within 5 minutes. Okay, that's how quickly the DMSO helps the CBD oil. The DMSO carries the CBD oil across the skin and into the blood. What do I do with the remainder? Under the tongue, okay, because the sebaceous glands under your tongue are a direct route to enter your bloodstream. Okay, so here's to CBD oil mixed with DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide. Under the tongue. Let it soak in for a minute and then swallow it, and it's great. So here's my tip for today. If you want to really amplify the effects of CBD oil, I highly recommend taking it with DMSO, okay, dimethyl sulfoxide. Dimethyl sulfoxide greatly enhances the effectiveness of CBD oil. Okay, now if you like this video, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to BiomedRx TV, as well as my other channel, Devin Lockett. And if you would like to see more content, the content that is exclusive to Patreon, and or supply a little bit of financial support to us for making these great videos, then we recommend that you become a patron at patreon.com/BiomedRx TV and patreon.com/Devin Lockett. And that's all I've got to say for this video. Remember to stay kind, because kind is the new sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. And thank you very much for watching BiomedRx TV.
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. BiomedRx Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at biomedrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.